You spin me right round, baby, right round. What's going down in Groovetown Internet is Sam Marsden, and I am back with the second part of our mill build. It's got a bit of a ring to it, that mill build. We're actually working on the mill itself today. Now there are two different types of mill you can do, but for purposes I'm doing a windmill. The other kind you could do is a water powered mill, but I thought it's not really appropriate because, you know, lake, not a river, no running water. Yeah, just a bit of common sense there really. So, as per usual, we've got our main building blocks. I may add to this a bit later on, because I've not really done a windmill before, so this is a first for me. And then just a couple little things up here. This is mainly for like the little farm thing that I talked about a few episodes back. And it's quite convenient that it stopped raining now. Alright, so let's get to it. Once again, as usual, we're just gonna build the sort of supports here. Now, I've tried my best to try and get this sort of circular kind of shape, but obviously in MineCraft it's fairly tricky, and the actual main part of this windmill is going to look fairly square, I think. So, it's probably not going to be brilliant. But hey, I do these things to give you guys ideas so you can, you know, get out there, adapt, and make the designs your own. Yeah, it's just covering some of the basic shizwazz. Once again, actually, before we get onto that, I think we should look at the floor now. I'm thinking of doing a lowered floor for once, and that's why I've got the what's it, spruce wood slabs. Because I thought, you know, it's something a bit different. We've not had like a lowered floor building yet, and you know, it gives a bit more floor space. Which also means when we get to making the little grindstone that sort of grinds wheat into flour, you know, got a bit more space to play with when you're building that. So now we're going to do the wooden thing. Yeah, this is what I mean by it's going to look square. Kinda. Right. So at this point we're going to build up a little bit. I mean, how many blocks is that? That's 4. We'll build up 5 blocks for now, and then we'll bring it in by another block. There's a wolf down there. Look, wolf, get away. You're not killing any sheep. We don't have any sheep, but, you know, if we did, you're not killing them. If you guys have seen the last video, you know, and you enjoyed Showdown the Skill, I'm just trying to think of something to talk about here again. Maybe a bit of a delay on that. There's been some issues with certain members of the cast, so thinking having to do a bit of a kind of a recast thing for some areas, so it could be a little while longer before we're actually ready to start filming. Probably shouldn't have rushed getting the trailer out, really, should I? But nice experience for next time, innit? I'm thinking of doing a themed sort of Minecraft Let's Play survival, like a scenario based, like our end goal is to get to the end and kill the Ender Dragon or something. But make it kind of adventure map-ish. Oh, made a bit of a boo-boo there. See, I don't want this to look too square, which is why I'm bringing this bit in a bit more in the corners. Oh, dang it. Okay. So now we've got that. I think that's sort of ideal height, and we can sort of cap it off with what would be a thatch roof. I'm not going for stairs on this for once, because we're going for kind of a, well, I say a dome shape, but it's not going to be very dome-like. As close as we can get, you know. That looks horrible. I'll come back to that in a moment, I suppose, can't I? Unless I was going to go around the edge, like, nah. Looks a bit better, but I don't know. I might make a change to that later on. So we're going to want to find the midpoint on here now for the actual mill blades. I'm going to use some wood logs to bring that out a bit. Say around here, we're going to have some fences. And we'll use planks for the actual blades. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I mean, yeah, I meant to do that. That was all intentional. I don't make mistakes. Don't know why you'd suggest a thing. I just made a mistake. Not off to a great start. Well, I'll say start. I've been recording for what, 6 minutes. This is not my strong point here. Actually, no, that was right before. Dang it! God dang it! Trying to think what other things could discuss with you guys. Something else I'm looking at doing is maybe a complete let's play of Gears of War 1, 2 and 3 with Donald, if I can sort of get him on the right days, or maybe with another friend of mine, Richard. Well, I don't think it's been any of my videos yet, but will be soon enough. So we are planning to do a let's play at some point of something, I don't know what. But, are there any games you think we should play, like Left 4 Dead? I mean, that's something that I was hoping we'd get to play at some point, because, to be honest, I find it terrifying every time I hear a witch. And, yeah, I know what Donald and Richard are like. They'll probably end up making witch noises just to freak me out. But then, that's what we're all like. Take the mick in that sort of way. So there's a windmill. Well, that's the basic for the windmill. I'm going to bring each blade out by 1 more block, so I don't like how short it looks. Incidentally as well, people, there may be a bit of a lack of uploads soon enough, like another little break for me, because soon enough I'm going to have exams coming up and doing driving tests and theory and all that shizwazz, so could be a bit of a slowdown soon. But hopefully it won't be for too long. Oh. Damn! Keep punching out the wrong things. Do this here to make it look like it's a bit locked in place. It's like, you know, everything's sturdy. And that kind of looks not very... well, it does look fragile, so I'm thinking just a bit of implied design, have that maybe run out the back a bit. So yeah, we've got that now. But it doesn't look very interesting visually, so I don't know, maybe we could do something with logs up here. Like in the well, essentially the corners on the way up, because let's face it, they are corners, it's not very circular. I probably need to do a sort of video about that at some point, about making circles in Minecraft for sort of builds. It's a simple enough concept once you get the hang of it. It just sounds tricky, but it's all to do with scale. And obviously for the scale of this I didn't want to go huge, you know, I just wanted something that's, you know, big enough to do the job of aesthetics and what probably would have been kind of true to size. I mean, obviously they're not going to be building out of blocks back then, but you get what I mean. Try and keep everything to a sense of scale. So I think that looks a bit better, that. So let's bring that down and back up. And bring the logs down and then the planks down, then bring the logs back up. I'm one of these people that it's a bit of a Yorkshire thing there. Doesn't like to have sort of things looking a bit bland and featureless. I like them to have sort of interesting little features that sort of stand out. That looks alright, that. And obviously if you wanted, you could, I don't know, get some, like, stairs in there, but obviously I haven't got any wood stairs, so I didn't really feel like I needed them for this. So, I'm gonna go inside, and I don't think we're gonna need this cobble anymore, but we need a bit of light. I can barely see, so I know you guys will probably be struggling a bit. Let's just stick a couple of fences up here, because the way this would work is it'd sort of turn the shaft, which would turn a cog, which would then do something like spin the middle bit that does all the other stuff, grinds, and yeah. Like with the joining to each roof, we're also gonna just log this up. You might want to put like a circular staircase up there, but I'm not going to. I think for now I need to mainly focus on the grinding wheel. So we're going to start with this. Going to need to bring that down a bit more. Trying to think how to do this. Yeah. I'm not happy with how it looks, to be honest. What if I just did something like this? Because typically these would be made out like one lump of stone. I mean, that's gonna have to do, innit? I mean, I can't totally get any more than that, you know. Also, I'm gonna just, because it looks a bit precarious, sort of dangling like that. Also, I'd put that in the middle so it looks like it's actually fixed in. That's why I left that middle spot clear. And if you can figure out how to get a circular staircase to go by all these supports, good on you. But, I mean, that's one of the reasons I'm not doing one, because it takes a lot of time. Let's just get a couple of torches up here, because, you know, don't want any creepers spawning up here. It's a very nice mill you have there. Be a shame if something were to happen to it. Yeah, you get that idea. Boom. Yeah, now we've got a bit of lighting. I think that'll do. I don't really think it needs a proper front door or anything, because, you know, it's like an open structure. It's not a shelter, really. It's a practical work building. So, I suppose next bit is just to fence this little area off. And we've got what we could use is a little bit of farmland to use. Now, I know a couple of people that I personally know that have watched it have said, you know, Sam, when you say about, you know, all farms or houses at this time would have, had some sort of farm, can you show what I mean? And yeah, I understand I wasn't particularly clear on that point. I only really mentioned the idea briefly, but this is kind of what I mean. And I don't like how that's sorry about this, just a little distraction. I don't like how you can see the dirt there. Yeah. So this is kind of what I mean. Just each house, you know, in addition to anything they may buy from other farmers, you know, they've also got the stuff they'll grow themselves, and I don't actually want that as crop. And maybe some of them have animals, so I don't know, just improvise this a little bit. So, I don't know, make a little pen in here. yeah, I'm gonna have to dip into here. I mean, this is, like I said, just purely demonstrational. This isn't technically part of the build, and I'm caught on a blade there. Actually, it might be worth just making this roof flat because it's spinning stuff up there. So actually, we could use the spruce. Forgot what it was called then. Because it just breaks up the sort of colour a bit. But we are definitely going to have to dip back into redstone transportation to get a fence gate. Oh, there we go. And just a water bucket. And, you know, like I said when I last did a pen, if you're going to want to, you know, bone meal it up, go for it. I mean, it'll look nice. And what sort of thing do you think a miller would have? I think sheep, because that, I mean, that's something I was saying, you know, earlier with that wolf knocking about. We haven't got any sheep yet, so you know, maybe they'll have a couple of sheep. So yeah, that is it, guys. We have built ourselves a mill and the mill house. Yeah, mill house. Simpsons reference. Unintentional, of course. But yeah, I'm going to take a little break for a while. I think if I'm going to do any offline building, it's going to be building a couple more of these farmhouses about the place. You've already seen the tutorials for those, so it's not really anything we need to see again. So, yeah, keep checking the channel in the meantime for any new little videos I may be doing. But in the meantime, we're going to stop doing these Let's Builds, like I say, for a little while, just a little break. So, if you like the video and the commentary, hit the like and the subscribe, and comment, share. If there's anything you think I could do better, just say, and I'll, yeah, look at it, see, yeah, that'll work. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Comment, rate, subscribe. See you later. Sam Marsden out.